Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is going to release very soon, and I'm not gonna lie, I do have a few worries with it. And that is because I think there's a few things that could happen which could eventually kill the game's success. Now, let me explain. The first thing I want to talk about is how the developer team is Spike. And if you didn't know, Spike is the same team that made Jump Force, and we all know how that went.
Brother, what's that?
And I've fallen for this hype before by them, so I hope it goes different. So am I the only one who thought that animation looked kinda off? But anyway, moving on. Differently this time. Now, onto some more serious problems that the game might run into. Sparking Zero has a ton of hype surrounding it, and with that, I'm scared that the servers won't be able to handle all these players all at once, which could lead to unplayable experiences with a ton of input delay, or the servers just straight up goes down. But hopefully, they are aware of how many players are going to get the game, and by that, they are already prepared for it. Another thing is that it doesn't seem like the game is going to have crossplay, at least on release. And that of course means that the game's player base is going to be split. However, this won't be an issue in the beginning, and I also think this will most likely be a PC only problem, like down the line. Since the Dragon Ball games are always console dominant, if you look at a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is a actually pretty good game in my opinion, but it's almost dead on PC. So I hope that they will implement this crossplay feature later on to combat this fall off on PC. But enough of all the technical aspects behind the game, and to another concern of mine, which is about the game, and that is the feel of the game. Okay, let me explain. I think from all the gameplay that I've seen about the game, I think the camera might be a problem, and that would be a major issue for the gaming experience of Sparking Zero. This might just be a viewer experience only though. I've heard some creators talk about how the game feels even better than it looks. If this is not the case though, and the camera is bad, I think without any game developer experience at all, that this would not be the hardest thing to change, but it might be hard to get right, if you know what I mean. But as of right now, I kind of feel a little dizzy when I'm looking at the game. And lastly, something I've been thinking about is what are they going to do about balancing in the game, especially if they want to have a competitive scene as well. Now, if you have played Budokai Tenkaichi 3 before, you might remember the DP point system. These were used to balance teams by assigning each character some points based on their power level. Like, the stronger the character was, the more points it would cost to have in your team. It was a simple yet effective system to make sure teams were somewhat fair, and I hope Sparking Zero uses this system or something similar. But I'ma end this video by saying I will still be pre-ordering this game, and so will you. And if we end up regretting it because the game wasn't all that we expected it to be, then we are both going to take a big L on this one. But if this game can just spark up some of that old Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi magic, then I'm taking that risk.